Okay, let's see. I gotta call Nintendo back and settle some accounts. We gotta get the Rob movie off the ground. Let's see, I'm meeting with Huguchi tomorrow. Then I'm having dinner at 3 with myself. I can't cancel that again. Oh, damn it. Another phone call. You're on with Rob. What's your problem?
Hey, Rob, it's me. I'm calling for my 9 o'clock appointment.
Oh, it's you. Don't you have any life outside of mine?
Well, that was mean.
All right. Look, William, we talked about this before. It's not healthy for you to keep your emotions locked inside. It's very important that you be open and honest about your feelings. Now come now, let me know what's on your mind.
It's about Jane's MegaMan reviews. You know, the ones that he's been doing recently.
Now, what bothers you specifically about Jane's reviews?
I feel very betrayed, Rob. I'm hurt about this whole thing. I mean, it's not that I was mad, okay? I mean, it's just cool. He's into MegaMan now. He's branching out, but all of a sudden he feels like he can go ahead and just start doing reviews of MegaMan and didn't even consider asking me, the MegaMan man, who, you know, the person who even got him into the series, who introduced him to all of this really cool stuff. He didn't even think or consider my feelings when it came to asking me. And why would I not want to be in the videos? Does he think that I wouldn't have anything to contribute to, like, giving opinions on?
I see. Well, why don't you tell him how his reviews of the classic MegaMan series makes you feel?
Well, I have been thinking about telling him another way.
William, that is another problem you have. You always want to resort to violence. That is not constructive, and you will probably end up in jail or something. And I know you don't want to end up there.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Let's face it, I'm far too pretty to drop the soap. You know what, Rob? You're right.
And perfect timing, because I sense that he's about to do another MegaMan video.
How do you know that?
Oh, silly William. I know and see everything. Now let's go.
Oh, I know what this is.
Welcome back, everybody. Now we come to MegaMan number 5. Now, as far as I hear, this is where the classic MegaMan series starts to dip in quality. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but anyway, I'm about to find out. So, let's boot this sucker up and see what this adventure has in store for the Blue Bomber.
So, MegaMan 5, huh? Oh, hey there, Jane. How you doing? Cousin.
Where the hell did you come from?
Hi, Gene.
So, yeah, Gene, you know, I was quite surprised to find out that here you are reviewing, look at this, MegaMan games. Without me.
Sorry, Bill, I didn't think you'd mind. I mean, after all, aren't you doing like a whole retrospective on the X series?
It's not important right now. What is important is that, you know, being in charge, I think it's important that you come to me for permission to do such ballsy things.
That was pretty selfish, I must say.
Sorry, Bill, I didn't know this was going to bother you so much.
Oh, it did. Royally, even. So, how do you suppose we go about rectifying this little problem here?
Well, I guess you can do these reviews with me from now on.
Well, the truth
truth is, Gene, I'm actually pretty busy these days. I mean, I can't be going around wasting my time doing trivial game reviews with unimportant people. But here, you know what? I will make you a deal. How about I do this review with you just this once? How's that, huh?
Sounds good to me.
Isn't it nice when we can all get along?
Well, here we go.
Remember, rule 1 of the Brotherhood of Gaming, as long as I'm around, you're player 2. Ugh, Xbox. What's the matter with you? Microsoft.
So here we go with Mega Man 5. So what kind of story do we have here anyway? Well, as the game starts out, we find out that Dr. Light has been kidnapped, and the assailant is none other than Proto Man. Suddenly, after helping us out in the past 2 games, he makes a sudden heel turn and is now our primary antagonist for this adventure? Sure.
After dispatching his 8 robot masters, because, that is the number they came up with, I guess, Mega Man finally confronts Proto Man himself in his Proto Fortress, which, I gotta admit, is a pretty cool design. After 4 games of staring at a big skull, it is kinda nice to see something different for a change. For Proto Man's fortress, you have to go through 3 sub-bosses called the Dark Men, which is not as intimidating as it sounds, before finally confronting the villainous Proto Man. But wait, the real Proto Man shows up. You mean the one that kidnapped Dr. Light was a fake the whole time? How did I not see this coming? I did.
After Proto Man reveals the fake one's true identity and gives us a nice little pick-me-up, Mega Man does away with the faker. Soon afterwards, the true face of this scheme is revealed. Oh shock, it's Dr. Wily! With this reveal, Mega Man rushes to Dr. Wily's fortress to rescue his father/creator, Dr. Light. Oh, there's that familiar skull again. 2 sub-bosses, 8 robot monsters, and 3 Wily machines later, the old doctor is bested for the 5th time.
Get back here, old man! I'm gonna kick your ass! But after Light is freed, the entire building starts coming down. Oh no! Mega Man shows off an impressive feat of strength by holding the roof up. But this, unfortunately, allows Wily the perfect time to escape once again, which means we have another game coming. It seems like Rock and Light might be done for, but thanks to some help from, you guessed it, Proto Man, they managed to escape. The final scene shows Mega Man and Dr. Light watching as the fortress comes tumbling down, with Proto Man quietly leaving them behind. And thus ends Mega Man 5.
So our roll call for these robot masters is as follows. Starman, Gravity Man, Gyro Man, Crystal Man, Napalm Man, Marvel's the Thing, Charge Man, and Wave Man. As for the designs of this bunch, it's a little up and down. I do like in the first game that the robots were made to help society, so they had some sort of rational function, but as the games went on, they just became more and more outlandish.
In its defense, the Robot Masters in Mega Man 5 were a result of a contest created by Capcom and Nintendo Power. This allowed fans to submit their own villain designs. There were over 130,000 submissions, and these were the lucky 8 that were chosen. While I have no idea what a Star Man or a Wave Man is, I do like the idea of Napalm Man, and the design of Charge Man is pretty cool, with him looking like a train and all. As per usual, you can face the 8 Robot Masters in any order you wish, beat the level, destroy them, and take their power. Other robots are weak to them, so on and so forth. You get the gist by now.
To be honest, the powers are for the most part best reserved for the Robot Masters themselves, as much like in the last game, the returning Charge Shot is usually your best option when grinding through the levels. In this game, it is even more powerful. But to counter this, if you get hit while charging, you can get knocked out of it, which can get a bit annoying for sure. Now along with that, you can acquire the Super Arrow that you can use as platforms and even ride for a distance. Another new addition is the introduction of a brand new ally, a robot bird named Beat, which was constructed by Dr. Kozak as an apology for his actions in the last game. Now throughout Mega Man 5, you will come across these letters. Collect them all and you will spell out the game's title, and voila! You have access to Beat. When you select him, he instantly attacks your enemies when you fire your Buster Cannon. He ends up being pretty damn useful, especially against Wily's last form. However, keep this in mind, the G letter in Stone Man stage is a bit hard to find, as this one is actually pretty well hidden. You just have to keep an eye out for some different colored blocks in order to get it.
Like in Mega Man 4, the graphics are still well done. It is really impressive how much the sceneries and characters have improved over time from their first adventure. The most impressive is this ocean part in Waveman's level. So the game visually is very nice to look at. The level design is also pretty similar to Mega Man 4, with its enemy placement and abundance of spikes. It is also probably the easiest Mega Man game to date though, as this one is very generous with power-ups, life energy, and especially the extra lives. You will be seeing these smiling faces quite a lot in your run. Returning also are the E-Tanks that restore your life, and a new addition called the M-Tanks. What do they do? Well, not only do they recharge your health, but all the power-ups for your weapons. I only ever found 2 of them, but these things are a big time OP. These things come in really handy in the last few stages of the game, along with the returning Rush and Flip Top Eddie, who once again you can abuse to get all the energy tanks you want. Interestingly, Rush this time around is a little different. Usually he acts as a springboard Mega Man can jump on to get much higher in the air to reach tough spots. This time, only in Mega Man 5 however, he still technically is, but now his bottom half is a spring too, which means the moment you jump on him, he will jump high in the air with you on top of him, allowing you to have even greater height when you jump off. It's a neat idea and concept, but a little funky compared to his original self, since there's been plenty of times where I've summoned him and then he jumps on his own with me having barely touched him. That's just how it is, I guess. This game ends up not having the same amount of difficulty as the last games in the series, that's for sure.
The music in this game is fine. It's fine. That's all I can say. I said in the review for Mega Man 4 that the series created a standard formula and pretty much stuck to it. And it does work, but here's the thing about Mega Man 5. This game really does come off as a copy and paste from Mega Man 4. Not just with the gameplay, but with the story as well. They really have the same beats. The game opens up with a villain, we're led to believe that he's our new foe, only to be revealed later that Dr. Wily was behind it all.
The problem is that even though Mega Man 5 tried to do the same twist, it really does not work, because remember, we clearly saw Wily escape at the end of the last game, so we knew he was still around. So we never bought for a second that Proto Man was the real bad guy. But hey, honestly I think the designers kind of expected us to believe that. And the gameplay as well is pretty much the same as before, with them adding a couple of new items here and there.
Ultimately, Mega Man 5 is still a fun time. But when playing this game, this thought did occur to me. Was Mega Man the Assassin's Creed of its day? Meaning a popular game series that received a new entry every year, and while it was still fun, was for the most part the same game over and over again. Admittedly, it is easy to see why for some folks this was starting to grow a bit tiring. Even I could see that while marathoning the series.
When it's all said and done, Mega Man 5 is still a good game, but not one of the better ones in the classic Mega Man franchise. Now, that is really a tough challenge considering how good Mega Man 2 and 3 were. But that's just how we feel about it. And while the stories for these games are getting pretty sorry, with the fake twists we can see coming a mile away and the Robot Masters not being as inspired as the early ones, this game is still worth playing. So while not a shining example of a classic Mega Man, it's still an okay experience.
Well, there you have it, our look at Mega Man 5. Not one of the best Mega Man games, but not bad either. It's an okay game.
Yeah, kinda like him. Not the best, but not bad either. But still, after playing this game, you can definitely tell that the game developers were kinda running out of ideas at this point.
But do they have enough for a Mega Man 6? We'll find out next time.
Exciting. Well, Gene, I'm off. I have Kingdom Hearts, Resident Evil 2, and Devil May Cry 5 awaiting me in the near future. Have fun with your all 2 exclusive games on your Xbox.
Well, thanks, Bill. Will you be joining me on any other Mega Man reviews?
You never know, Gene. You never know. Bye, Gene!
Man, I wish I had a sentient robot.
I'm not his sentient robot. I'm no one's lady here. No one! No one!
Hey there everyone, did you like this video? If you did, why not give us a thumbs up and maybe leave a comment and watch some more of our stuff. Also, if you really want to keep up with the Brotherhood of Gaming, such as myself, William Morris, or Eugene, you should really follow us on our Twitters, links provided below, so you can see what's coming up in the future. And since, we have to play these games sometimes and record them, why not join us on our Twitch page where you can hang out with all of us as we do so and chit-chat about the games that we love so much. Lastly, if you want to help keep our dreams alive, you can support us in any number of ways, either by continuing to view our videos, like them, share them with all your friends and family and your peeps and your girlfriends, or you can also join our small Patreon and throw all your spare cash away. We'll even give you a shout out. Once again, thank you all and have a wonderful day.